If you're drinking most nights, there are going to be some signals that you're completely brushing under the carpet. I was reminded about this today when I spoke to a lady at work. Let me explain. She had been off for months. She'd been really, really poorly. She had a delayed, allergic reaction to some medication. And she was telling me about all this ordeal that she's been through, a really tough time. But she said that she kept on having signals. With hindsight, isn't hindsight wonderful? She had signals, like her body was trying to tell her something, but she brushed it off. She was able to justify and give an excuse for pretty much everything. She put the things that was happening to her down to, oh, it's probably perimenopause, or, oh, I've just been really busy with work, so that's why I'm tired. There were a lot of other reasons as well, but she totally dismissed them or justified them. But it got me thinking how often we do the same things. I know I did, especially when it comes to alcohol, especially when it comes to our drinking. And if you're a middle lane drinker like I was, so I wasn't addicted to alcohol, but I wasn't occasional, then we brush it off even more. Let me give you some examples. You're feeling constantly exhausted, knackered, and you say to yourself, oh, it's because I'm so busy at work or whatever. You blame life, you blame your hormones, you blame anything, rather than wondering why am I so incredibly fatigued? Your anxiety levels are creeping up and up and up daily, but you say to yourself, well, I'm just a bit stressed. Yeah, it's because this thing's going on or that thing's going on. We can justify that anxiety. It's never the alcohol. It's always something going on. You're starting to think about your nightly drink earlier in the day. You might not do it, but you're starting to think about it earlier in the day. But you tell yourself, oh, I just like to have something to look forward to. It's my little bit of me time. But the reality is you're thinking about it and planning it much earlier than you used to 5 years ago. You've got to the stage where it's not even enjoyable anymore. It's not even fun anymore. But you tell yourself, well, but it's just what I do. It's fine. It's not like I've got a problem. And then you downplay it. Well, it was a nice evening. And, everybody does this. It's not that nothing's wrong at all. It's that we get really, really good at explaining away everything else. We get really good at it. When I had crippling anxiety when I was drinking 6 years ago, if you're new here, I'm Brigitte, and I'm now 6 years alcohol-free. I had really bad anxiety. I put it down to absolutely everything bar the wine. Everything going. I had problems with my relationship. I was in a toxic workplace. I was busy. I was burning the candle at both ends. It was never, I was drinking a bottle of wine a night. God, no. But sometimes when we start to take notice of the things that we're saying to ourselves and how we're justifying things, that's when things start to change. That's when we start becoming ready to go, I'm done with this bullshit. I'm done with it. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And I'm not making excuses for the way I feel anymore. This nightly drinking isn't helping the way I'm feeling. We've got to get honest. Have you ever brushed anything off? I'm pretty sure a lot of people have aches and pains, niggles, mental health problems, everything. It's never the wine, it's never the beer, it's always something else.